Hey folks, welcome back. Today we are reviewing Maneater. As you can see by the picture, it is a game about being a shark. And you do a lot more than just eat, humans, but there's a lot of eating in general, we'll just say. I played this for the first time last Friday. Every Friday we go live with a new game to me, and we played this for a couple hours, and I'm not going to lie. I lost track of time. I was having such a good time playing this game. I am really a fan of sharks in general. I've always loved them since I was a kid, and so maybe a little biased there, right? But just here, I'll give you a quick little view of what's happening. Basically, you're playing as a shark. You start off as a smaller shark, and then you grow into a adolescent shark, and then right now I'm an adult shark in this clip. But you also become an elder shark and a mega. That's pretty cool. So that's what you're doing. You're basically going around, you are eating things, you are trying to find things, you are upgrading yourself. And let's actually see if, so see here I'm in the menu where I'm upgrading different pieces to my shark. And so there's a lot of stuff going on there. And essentially you just want to grow and grow. And here on this screen, you'll see there's a bunch of things to do. And so you'll go around, again, sometimes it is to eat something or bite something. Sometimes it's just to do a jump and see if you can make your shark do something cool. But otherwise, that's basically what you're doing. You are playing as a shark. So as always, we're going to talk about it. I mean, how are the graphics? How is the fun? Is this worth replaying over and over? And really, what's the value, right, of what you're paying for when you play this game? So let's get our template up. And let's get started here. Let's jump right into art style. So I love this game. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. It feels good to be underwater. It feels good to be the shark. The only thing that I'll really say is that there just wasn't a variety of things. And maybe that's just the reality of being a shark and being in the world. But a lot of here, let me just do this again. A lot of the things you're fighting, they're the same shape of shark. They're the same shape of fish. They're the same turtle. And again, while that's part of, life, I feel like there could have been cooler things to look at, throughout this. So that's pretty much my only gripe. Otherwise, I think this was wonderful. I think all of the graphics were really good. Here I'm fighting a swordfish. And I will say this, if you are not good with blood, this is a little gory at times because you're eating humans and so forth. And so, just put that disclaimer out there that it is really just real. It's you eating everything. Basically, you do play as a bull shark, which they're kind of known for eating anything in the ocean and so forth. So art style, though, again, I don't think they were doing anything new or anything memorable per se, but I think it was beautiful. I like all the colors. I like the different armor sets you could put on your shark, if you would, and things like that. So I did decide to give it an epic score. Again, I don't think it's quote unquote memorable or you're not breaking any barriers with it, but it was beautiful and I enjoyed all of my time playing this game. Graphically, it was never a thought in my head of like, oh, they could do this better or something. No, it's great. Fun factor. Okay. So fun is different to everybody, right? So right away you might be out already because you're like, I don't care about sharks. I don't care about playing a shark. I had a blast playing this game. And one of the funnest things, funnest? Somebody comment. I forget. One of the most fun things that you can do in this game is if you want to attack people and kind of be like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a known, be a legend or something in the world of like, oh, that one shark, kind of like a Moby Dick kind of thing. Well, you can kill people so much, and then you fight specific hunters that, if you kill them, you gain more stuff. Here, I'll show you a quick. Let me show you what I mean. Hold on. Let me get down here, and I think it's towards the end of this video. Okay, now again, there's going to be some blood. Okay. All right, let me just turn on the sound. So I'm jumping out of the water and then dashing at the boats, not only to damage the boats, but I'm also grabbing the hunters off of the boat and eating them immediately. Look at that. Now look, it says Pookie Paw is hunting you. See that? That means my infamy or whatever is going up. And so it's going to send out like little mini bosses to attack me. Every mini boss that you fight has I guess a little tougher boat to break and to try to get him. Now watch this. I know he's there somewhere. See his name? I'll let you watch this.
The Savage Shrimper, Pookie Paul.
Yeah, looks like our bull.
So that kind of introduces you to them, but this is all you interact with them, and literally I jump up and just eat them immediately. So you can see I got a new evolution, infamy rank. On the top right, I have a 3 now instead of a 2. And essentially, as you do more and more stuff, that rating will go up, and you will fight harder and harder hunters and so forth. And so this is, I think, a blast. I'm not kidding. Here, you're terrorizing these boats and these humans who think they're like, they got everything under control. And I don't know, there's something about like animals, telling people what's up. Look at this. Look at this blood. I'm destroying boats. They catch on fire. And then eventually you'll sink the whole boat. He jumps off, but now he's just, now I can go eat him, kind of thing. It's pretty brutal. It can get brutal here. I'm going to pause it, or I'm going to do this. Hold on, let me turn the sound off. Yeah, you can see there's a lot going on here, but I felt like this was super fun. So much so, I literally gave it a legendary score. I loved it. I loved, in the moment, like again, I was losing track of time because I was having so much fun. And that kind of tells you something. If you're a gamer, if you're losing track of time big time, you're having a blast. And this was awesome. Replayability. Okay. I had to think about this. This was a hard one because essentially, would I want to play this again? Or what keeps me coming back? Now, I think it is the kind of game that once you play it once or once you play it one time through, you're never going to play it again. There are some collectibles, right? There's like 3 or 4 different sets of collectibles per map. And there's 7 maps or something. So it's a good amount of time to have to come back and redo things, right? And I was going to give this an epic score. But then what I found happens is when you get on shore and you attack people, sometimes it will freeze and the game will crash. And what I later found out was this game has a little bit, it's kind of known for crashing. If you were to Google Maneater game, the first thing is crashes. So that was maybe think twice about like, would I replay it? For a game forcing me to replay it because it crashes, that's really frustrating. I think there's a spot over here. Yeah, let me show you. Right here where I'm attacking people on this barge or on this port, excuse me. And like right there. See how it sticks? I would say every other time that it sticks like that, it's going to crash the whole game. So in the water, no problem. But when you get on land and you're trying to attack people on land, because the quests make you do that, I was nervous almost all the time of the game crashing. So I have to deduct that point somewhere. So I'm going to deduct that out of replayability. I think you're playing this one time through, and that's probably it. You may go back again to get some of these collectibles. Otherwise, I think it's a really cool story, but probably not replaying it very much. So I did go ahead and give it a common score. Not horrible, but there's quite a bit to get here. I'll just show you really quick what that looks like. Like if you look at this, those are all these things around me are things that I'm going to have to go get eventually or find. And then I'll show you on the screen here in just a second, right there. All those question marks are things for me to go find. Look at them. So that would cause you to replay and get all those, but once you get them, you're moving on, so it is what it is. Okay, and then let's see the last score here. Value. Okay, now value is really tricky. As you know, last week when we did the Turtles review, we kind of changed the way we see value because I can't base it off of getting it on sale. Because if I do that, then you never get it on sale, and it's not really fair. It's not really a fair score. So the base game of this is $40 according to Steam, and I've gotten 12 hours of it out of this week, and I'm on the last map. I've got every collectible on every map, and I'm on the last one right now. And I've already gone. I mean, I've done 12 hours. I'm like, how am I going to possibly play this? Let's say 20 hours or 30 hours or 40 hours. I can't imagine I will. And if I'm paying $40 for something, ooh, I think 40 is too much. Again, I think a game like this, 20, maybe 30 with some DLC, not 40. So I did not value it well. I actually gave it a score of a 1. Now, if you get this on sale, totally different story, right? Then I think the value's there. It's super fun. And if you like sharks, this is so fun. But for $40 for the base game, I was like, what? So we are going to go with the 1. Now, if you do the math, we do have a score of a 7. It just creeps into that epic range, and I think that's probably right. While there are times that this game is great with the crashing and the fact that it's $40 for the base game, I could see somebody saying, like, this is just a normal game. Especially if you're not into sharks, you're not getting this game. Like, it's definitely not a fun enough game for you to play if you're not into sharks. But if you're into them at all, what a joyride. What an awesome time I have had with this game this week. So yeah, well, hey, thanks. If you've ever thought of picking this game up, put it on your wish list and get it when it goes on sale. It's a blast, but $40 is a turnoff for me, big time. We do play new games every Friday. So tomorrow we will play a new game, and then the following week, like today, we review it. We kind of tell you what we've seen and done within the week, kind of tell you what our thoughts are, and then hopefully that makes you make some good decisions with your own money. And if you disagree with any of this, I would love to hear some more perspective on, did you like it and you're not a shark person? Do you think it is worth the money? Are there parts of it that you don't like? Like, I would love to hear it. So send me, or leave me a comment or something. That'd be great. Otherwise, I hope you guys are all doing great, and take care. We'll see you soon.